Notts fight back in final session to even up first day. Notts went into their second home match of the campaign looking to record their first win after they were frustrated by Yorkshire, having had much the better of the game for the first 3 days. Somerset, on the other hand, were elated after coming from behind to victory at home against Kent. After getting his team off to a rollicking start in both innings against Yorkshire, Duckett wasn't able to repeat the trick as he fell LBW to Jack Brooks trying to work the second ball he faced into the leg side. But Slater and Nash recovered to excellent effect, with both dealing mostly in boundaries, and they dug in to take Notts past the 50 mark until Davey got one to nibble off the seam, Slater feathering through to Davis. It looked like it was to be Somerset's morning when Gregory got first round hero Clark with one that might have kept a bit low to reduce Notts to 54 for 3. Nash held firm, however, as he neared his 50, and Mullaney pulled a short ball from Brooks for 6. Nash brought up his second consecutive 50 and at a fair clip too, coming up off just 60 balls. Gregory couldn't be kept out of the game for long though, as he got one to nip back and pin Mullally in front. Nash's eyes lit up when Gregory dropped one short, but Nash fell in horrible fashion. He only succeeded in picking out Leach at deep mid-wicket to fall for 58, leaving Notts in some strife at lunch, 125 for 5. As is their style, Moores and Patel both looked to counter-attack and put the pressure back on the bowlers, and the score moved on at a frantic pace after the break. Moores and Patel brought up their 50 partnership as they moved their team back towards parity in the game. That was before Gregory produced an absolute beauty that cut back to rearrange Patel's stumps and end the stand on 58. That brought Luke Wood to the crease for his first innings for Notts after having played on loan at Northants in the first round. He pounced on a bit of width from Davey to bring up the Notts 200 and claim a first batting point. Moores continued to attack before he eventually fell to Craig Overton, Trescothick taking the sharp chance at slip. Broad didn't last long as Overton went round the wicket to bowl him. And that left Notts at 237 for 8 at tea and Somerset in control. Wood looked to attack and get his team beyond the 250 mark and claim a second bonus point. But he was in danger of running out of partners when Gregory claimed his 5th wicket, clean bowling Fletcher. Wood was able to reach his 50 from just 63 balls with his 11th 4. Before he fell after going for one big shot too many, Abel taking a good catch in the deep. Gregory returned fantastic figures of 6 for 68 for his second 5-wicket haul of the season. In the end, Notts bowled all out for 263. Somerset made a steady start to frustrate Notts initially, before Broad was able to trap Ali LBW. Runs weren't able to flow as Somerset looked to bat out the session with as few wickets down as possible. However, they weren't able to stem the flow of Nottinghamshire wickets. Trescothick gone as he tried to drive a lovely ball from Broad and edge through to Moores. Notts were well into the game when Fletcher came on and managed to strangle Hildreth down the leg side in his first over, but they were unable to strike again, leaving the game delicately poised at the end of the opening day. Abel and Bartlett leading a good recovery for Somerset from 36 for 3 to reach 74 for 3 at stumps. Somerset trailing them by 189 runs with those 7 first innings wickets remaining.